So it looks like you might be doing some research on apartment buildings here in Dallas, and maybe you live in the city and you're just looking for a change of scenery, or maybe you don't even live in Texas and you're doing research on buildings and neighborhoods. And regardless of the case, you're going to want to check out this video. We're going to be covering this building from head to toe: the leasing office, floor plans, pricing, incentives, the dog park, dog spa, the lounge, the pool, the gym, every square inch, so that way you can get an idea on if Carlisle and Vine could be a good fit for you. And if it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas, and I am an apartment locator here in Dallas, and every single day I get calls, texts, and emails from folks like you, and 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 you, helping them find apartments and condos all throughout the Dallas area. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All my information is below in the description. I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. So without any further ado, let's go check out Carlisle and Vine. Carlisle and Vine is a 16-story luxury high-rise here in the heart of Uptown Dallas. So this building is west of Highway 75. We are just east of the Dallas North Tollway and south of Turtle Creek, making this property in the dead center of everything. This is one of the most walkable areas in all of Dallas. So if you enjoy walking the dogs, pushing the stroller, or grabbing a coffee or quick bite to eat, then you're going to want to throw this building on your radar, as I've done videos on other buildings that are in this same area. And Carlisle and Vine is often referred to as a boutique building, meaning it only has 150 units and it's actually pretty quiet. The building was built back in 2018, and the majority of folks that live here often renew year after year. So you're not going to see a ton of people coming and going or hustle and bustle that you'd experience at other buildings. So if you value your peace and quiet, then you should definitely add Carlisle and Vine to your short list. And as we're going through the lobby, you will have 24/7 concierge, complimentary copy, 2 full-service elevators, mailboxes, and then a pet spa, of which we are going to cover later. In terms of parking, there is no valet, but you will have a 5-story parking garage attached to the building itself. And guest parking is here on the first level of the garage. Your guests can also park on the street on the side of the building. I've done that a few times, so no worries there. And this garage is also kept secure with an automatic gate that will ping either off of your toll tag or a gate key given to you by the front office. As we kick into the floor plans, our first one is going to be a 1-bedroom with a den. Carlisle did not have a normal 1-bedroom available for me to show at the time of this recording, so this A7 will give you a good idea of the finish out. And in these units, you will have hardwood in the common areas, carpet in the bedrooms, and tile in your bathrooms. You will also see quartz countertops, a wine fridge, a wine rack, gas burners, and GE appliances. And on this one, there is no floor-to-ceiling windows in the bedroom, but you will see them in the living room, and that is just for this floor plan in particular. So in the next floor plan, you'll see floor-to-ceiling windows in the living and bedrooms, so just a quick call out there. And another thing I wanted to point out, of which you'll see here in a second, there is a quirky little cubby in the corner of the bedroom. And now that I think about it, I guess you could put like a mirror or maybe even a stand-up desk if you don't end up putting one in the den, because there was a point in my life where I was miserable and I used to work in software sales, and this little cubby probably would have came in handy for me back in the day, but nowadays it would just be something that someone like me would just have to figure out. So all in all, pretty cool unit. Really digging the separated stand-up shower and tub, along with that balcony to grab some fresh air. Next up, we have a 2-bedroom B6, and this one's right under 1,500 square feet. And you'll see me peer into the first bedroom. Personally, it feels more like a den because you have no window, but you do get a closet. And then the bathroom is going to be separate, of which you get a dual vanity. So make sure to take a note of that on the secondary bedroom. But my favorite part of this unit is going to be the floor to ceiling windows in the living room that you are going to see here in a minute. Because for a second, I felt like I was over at Park District, which if you haven't seen that video yet, it has some of the sweetest floor to ceiling windows out of any apartment building in all of Dallas. And I'm thinking that Carlisle and Vine is giving them a run for their money. The only thing that this was missing compared to Park District was going to be the skyline view. But this is still pretty awesome. I've actually got a close friend here in Dallas that is on the hunt for a penthouse, and he's actually considering this exact unit because you do get sort of a penthouse look and feel with the way that the living room is situated and not having to pay Dallas penthouse pricing. So another call out, towards the end of the chapter, I'm going to walk into the second bedroom, and you're going to see a bathroom of which has a dual vanity. And I feel like this is like the first time I've ever seen this in all of history as far as seeing a 2-bedroom floor plan in Dallas while both bathrooms having dual vanities. So I wanted to make sure to call that out as well. For our last floor plan, Carlisle was gracious enough to let me poke my head into the PH8 penthouse. This is a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, just over 2,200 square feet, landing at $7,500 a month. So obviously this plan is humongous, and I've got quite a few people I'm helping find penthouses right now, and just about all of them are hawking this exact unit, and I will tell you the reasons why. First, the majority of the 2-bedroom penthouses in this city land above 10 grand a month. And with Carlisle and Vine being more of a boutique building that's not necessarily known for their penthouses, this is kind of a fire sale. But secondly, and more importantly, you're going to see me walk into the kitchen here in a minute, and you're going to see a den/study area that is enclosed in sort of a glass cube. And I've actually never seen a penthouse quite like this. This feature is super unique, and when I slid the door over into the glass cube, and when I walked in, I kind of felt like, as crazy as it sounds, I kind of felt like I was walking into an Apple store. And since we're on the top floor here on 16, the ceilings will also be much higher versus the other 2 floor plans that I showed. Thus, the windows are going to be even sweeter. So another call out, towards the end of this chapter, you'll see me enter the balcony through the living room. And just to be clear, the balcony area is absolutely gigantic. It kind of reminded me of the penthouse balconies over at Novel Turtle Creek. Not as nearly as large, but still pretty long. And then when I exit through the second entrance, you'll notice that I am walking back into the unit through the bedroom. So all in all, this has got to be one of my favorite penthouse floor plans in all of Dallas right now. So by the time you're watching this video, there's probably a good chance that this penthouse might already be taken. But not to worry, if you are on the hunt for a penthouse here in Dallas, feel free to drop me a line and I'll do the best I can to get you situated. So if you're getting any value whatsoever from this video, then you got to shoot your boy a text, just like all of these people are doing. And the reason why they're doing it, because I'm a realtor here in Dallas. I do have relationships with all of the apartment buildings within the Dallas area, and I can help you capture additional incentives and move-in bonuses, of which can help make your living situation just a little more affordable. And the buildings here in Dallas incentivize me to bring new residents through the door. So it's not like you'd be cutting me a check for my services. That's being taken care of by the other party. So it's absolutely no sweat off your back to go ahead and reach out. So one last time, if you want to move into Carlisle Vine, or if you want my opinion on any other building in the Dallas area, make sure to shoot me a text and I will do absolutely the best that I can for you. Now switching over to the amenities. So we are up on the 6th floor and I am going to show you the lounge and the pool. And I kind of like that they keep the pool area off of the ground. A lot of buildings in Uptown put their pools on the ground, which I kind of get because it's a little more affordable. But as we're walking through the lounge, you'll see open seating, and this area is actually first come, first serve, as it will also have a community printer, shuffleboard, and some warming drawers in your little kitchen area. Then as we're walking outside to the pool, I was actually really digging the vibe out here. And as of the time of this recording, this was about noon and the sun was hovering right over it. So if you're looking to catch some rays and do some bronzing during the summer, then you're definitely going to have your bases covered out here. And then right across the way here on the 6th floor, we have the gym, and I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I personally thought the gym was kind of small, and if you've been tuning into my videos, you know I'm just a stickler when it comes to this amenity because I enjoy doing the larger, more technical lifts. So if you're like me and if you need more space and barbells and racks and platforms, etc., then you're going to want to find a gym membership. And I believe the dumbbells here went up to about 75 pounds, which isn't bad. I also saw 2 treadmills, 2 Stairmasters, and 2 Pelotons, along with a Smith machine. So Carlisle definitely did all that they could with the space that they had. So if you're more of an ordinary gym goer, then this will definitely meet the mark for you. We're gonna wrap things up with the pet area. Going into the dog wash, I saw some towels along with a drying table and 2 separate washing stalls. It looked like one of them was for larger dogs and the other one was for smaller dogs. And I also saw some shampoo and conditioner in here that Carlisle is keeping fully stocked for you. And then right connected to the washing room, you'll see me turn around here in a minute, which is where we will be going to the dog park. And when I walked out there, I didn't see a single present laying on the ground. And it felt pretty nice out here. A little bit of sunlight, you get to see a little bit of the greenery. As you can see, Carlisle is taking pretty good care of this space. So I am freezing my you-know-what off. I've got my throwback jacket on, doing everything I can to stay warm. But after watching this building tour, I can imagine you might be thinking, you know what? I'm not sure if Carlisle Vine could be the right fit for me. I think I want a bigger gym. Wasn't really the biggest fan of the finish outs. And if that's the case, feel free to check out this playlist because I made a video tour just like this one over some of the most popular apartment buildings all throughout the Dallas area, which will be helpful if you're doing some more research. So with that, y'all stay out of trouble. We'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.